What's up, y'all? Good morning, good morning. I wanted to come on here and talk about some things real quick. FYI, tonight don't expect no hype because unfortunately Tiffany Stratton is out because she hurt her head doing that backflip on SmackDown when she was facing Jade Cargill. I don't know if y'all saw the match, but basically she hurt her head, so she is in no condition to compete based off of what happened with that moonsault. I don't know why she did that, but I guess they thought it would be a good move, but that move didn't do nothing but bust her head, so. But it's crazy that they say that she's no condition to compete because I saw her at this Halloween special on, like yesterday. So I don't know how they say that she's not eligible to compete, but she's still able to move around. But I guess they don't want to risk nothing, which that's good. But shoot, I know some people. I know people gonna say like, "See, WWE looks out for their superstars, and AEW don't." Well, look at Adam Cole. Adam Cole was supposed to compete, and because the doctor said no, he had to say no too, and that's the reason why Kyle Fletcher is the new TNT champion. Which I think he could have been, champion either way, but that's the reason. So, yo, every company look out for their superstar. So, of course, that got in the way of things, and it sucks because if she's really that hurt, then why would she give up the belt? But then you gotta think about it, she barely wrestles. So, maybe this might heal up, but if you're that hurt, then why don't you give up the belt? Like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, give it up. Let Jade Cargill get the belt. You know what I mean? Let Alexa Bliss get the belt. Not Charlotte Flair, but let somebody that has talent to get the belt. Why don't you bring some NXT stars to come and get the belt? That's what I'm saying. We don't have a lot of we have a lot of mid cards, but we don't have nobody that's main event besides Nia Jax and Jade Cargill. Whereas Bianca should have came back by now, but she ain't coming back, ain't she? It's just ridiculous, man. But again, I don't know how bad the condition is, but hopefully, it's not that bad to where she can't wrestle or defend the title. But we was gonna get a triple threat match, but at this point, they might need to postpone that. Because if she's not eligible to compete, then I think what they need to do is they need to what do they need to do? They need to do something. They need to either forfeit a title or do something. We need to figure out how bad it is, We need to figure that out. So, alright. Because that's what we need to figure out. Because we gotta figure out what we gotta do for that, I don't know what else I don't know what else you can do with that title because again, I don't know how many we really don't have much talent in SmackDown, man. All we got is Jade Cargill and Nia Jax. We don't got nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Alexa and Charlotte are tag team champions, and everybody else are just mid cards. That's what sucks about SmackDown. We don't have enough main eventers. We only got 3. That's why we need Jordynne Grace. We should get Jada Parker, right? And bring those women over so that way they could be the new talent. So Ruka, I think, should go to Raw, but if she comes to SmackDown, I wouldn't be surprised. Lash Legend, yeah, bring her over there. You know what I'm saying? That's all we have in SmackDown, bro. All we have is 3 women. Ain't that some shit? That's ridiculous. But that's why But hey, man, SmackDown trash, man. It's always gonna be like that. But I do want to talk about the Judgment Day one more time because it's interesting how they're trying to push the group to divide because of Dom's success with the 2-belt run. But everyone knows that run is going to end real soon. I just wonder who's going to take the belt. Is it going to be Rusev? Is it going to be Penta? Is it going to be AJ one more time? Is it going to be John Cena? Is it going to be Sheamus? And all I could think of is, and based off of what I'm seeing, it seems to me like AJ might have another chance. But because if your goal is to have Finn Balor take it, he has to lose those tag team titles. And who's going to be the cause of it? Dom? Like I said, man, I do think there's going to be a divide. I really do. Because you got to think about it, man. You got to think about it. You got to think about this. You have to really sit down and think about this. Because I don't believe everybody's going to be on the same page. You think they are, but they won't. And the reason why I say that is because you got to think about it, right? Think about it. Roxanne wants the women's world title. And I think Raquel's going to go after it. But you know who's going to make that decision? It's either going to be Finn or Adam Pearce. They're going to be like, Raquel, why ain't you going after the title? Why don't you go after the title? Give her that mindset, and then what she going to do? She going to go after it. She's always in these tournaments, but she never execute them. And you could say Liv was never by her corner, that's why. But even while Liv Morgan's by her corner, she's still losing. So that lets you know that Liv Morgan's not a good partner. Because if she was, she would help her win matches. Roxanne helped her win the match against Lyra. So, again, but Roxanne, unfortunately, did not win against Lyra. And you could say it was because of Bayley, but Bayley came out after. So, again, I know some people don't care about what happened with Bayley, but I do. You know, because I'm thinking that with the Bayley going crazy like this, having this split personality disorder, I'm thinking that Liv Morgan will probably be in the same boat with her. But if Liv Morgan be herself, she might not be like that, right? Because you got to think about it. Because Liv Morgan's going to be, at some point, I do believe that Liv Morgan is going to feel alone. She's going to feel left out. She's going to feel like she ain't got no friends. She's going to feel like people ain't fucking with her. And the reason why is because she's been so madly obsessed with Dom that she forgot who she was. And she forgot who her friends are. She forgot what the group is. That's why I said, man, this is why Liv can never be with Dominic Mysterio, because it's obvious that this woman has lost herself based off of what she is doing with Dominic Mysterio, bro. You know, and Dom didn't do absolutely nothing to make this woman act the way she's acting. Some people say it's because of that kiss, but, you know, that kiss definitely changed her. It definitely did. Because you would think that the title loss would change her back to her evil self, but all it did was just made her worse. Because you would think that kiss would have said, oh, but again, I don't know. I don't know who's in control here, because the way the writing is set up, it's just ass backwards, bro. Like, this shit is not going the way it's supposed to. Y'all know how the story was supposed to go. The story was supposed to be Dominic Mysterio because of Liv Morgan losing the belt. Dom was supposed to get kicked out of the group because of Finn and Liv, but y'all didn't do that. We would have got all this done before Roxanne even joined the group. Roxanne wouldn't even have to be in the group if y'all would have just done y'all part. Honestly. But did that happen? No, it didn't. So honestly, I don't. That shit hurt, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we had the story right there, and it get told in a way that you never thought. You know what I mean? Like the way it got told, bro, it just ruins the whole plot. I don't have a problem with Roxanne joining the group, but why is Liv Morgan still got a thing for Dom when this motherfucker didn't help her win the title? So you rather blame Finn, but you don't want to blame Dom? Finn, why don't you bring that up and say, why are you blaming me? Blame him. He didn't help you win the title. Oh, no, it's not his fault. No, stop. You know damn well Dom was supposed to help you win the title and you retain the title. And you telling me that Finn Balor is the problem? Bitch, she wasn't out there. Dom was out there. Raquel was out there. Where's their blame? Where's where you go? Where's your point? Where's your finger point? Why are you pointing at Finn and you're supposed to be pointing at Dom and Raquel? They're the reason they didn't help you win the title. They didn't help you retain it. And you're upset because you're upset with Finn because you're upset with Finn but he wasn't out there. See, y'all motherfuckers don't know which one is which. And of course the fans are gonna cheer for Liv Morgan when she comes back because she's popular. But one thing that y'all don't get is that Liv is the enemy. Finn is the enemy. Now everybody in the group are not enemies. They just part of the crew. Y'all saw the segment last night. Who's at the wrong? Is Finn at the wrong? Or is Dom at the wrong? We all know Dom is at the wrong, and the reason why Dom is at the wrong is because he's saying fuck the group. Secretly. He's over here relying on El Grande, but he's not relying on the group. JD is literally letting him know, like, dude, we all know what El Grande wants. He wants your title. And you over here talking about, no, he's acknowledging me. What? Since when niggas... Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Since when guys like him, since when guys in the company ever acknowledge you? Come on, man. The only person that's acknowledging you is Liv Morgan, which it makes no sense, because why is she still acknowledging Dom when we all know that Dominic Mysterio can't be trusted? That's his character. His character is to be a sneaky link. And the group is starting to see that. And JD is pointing that out, but bro is over here just stuttering away. And it's just like, Dom, listen, man, if you don't want to be in the group, just say you don't want to be in the group. Just exit out the picture. And when is Roxanne going to talk to Dom? She said she was going to go talk to Dom, but no scene. Where's the scene? Where's the scene where you're talking to Dom? You guys barely interacted in that skit. The only people that was talking was only 4 people. And y'all know who those people are. Roxanne didn't say a word. And I'm disappointed. Because Roxanne is supposed to be talking to Dom, but she's not doing it. Come on, man. Like, it's going to be very interesting when Liv Morgan comes back, because I will hope that when she does come back, we'll start to see change and we'll start seeing the group falling apart. I don't want Finn Balor getting along with Liv Morgan. Hell no. I don't want to see that. I don't want Liv Morgan being the peacemaker, because we all know she's the corruption. And that's why I need Finn Balor to step his game up. Because you need to call this bitch out. You need to call her out. Call out Liv. Put her in her place. Because we all know Liv is going to do that to Raquel, and Raquel's going to be looking like, what is she saying to me right now? Where's all this coming from? I've been looking out for you since day one, and this how you talking to me? This how you come at me? We've been friends for 3 years, and this how you come at me? But nobody's checking nobody. Saying absolutely nothing. That's what I'm saying, bro. Something's not adding up. What I'm trying to say is, this success that Dom is getting from the crowd is going to cause a divide. Because Dom is thinking about himself and he's not thinking about the group. And you can't sit here and tell me that Finn is at the wrong for that. The man is literally letting y'all know that El Grande is in the way, and we're not getting, and he's interrupting the group. How? Come on, man. If that's the case, then why is bro actually? I'm telling you the truth, bro. I'm telling you the truth. When Liv comes back, I don't want nobody being pussy. Okay? You need to put this woman in her place, bro. I hate that men are so pussy to talk to these hoes. Like, come on, man. If this was AEW, we would keep it equally. And that's why I respect about AEW is because they keep everything equally. But WWE, man, when it comes to women, bro, there's some hoes. It's just like CM Punk just got slapped by Becky Lynch and didn't do nothing. Didn't grab her hand, didn't do none of that shit. Just let it happen. All because AJ Lee got knocked out. Come on, man. Punk, you grabbed Roxanne's hand when she was trying to slap Julia. And you can't slap, and what? You can't grab Becky Lynch's hand from slapping you? Are you serious? Why? Because it's Becky Lynch? Man, fuck. Okay, I'm not going to say fuck Becky Lynch because I was happy that she came back. Because let's be honest. We had to say thank Becky. We had to thank Becky Lynch for taking those tag team titles from Liv and Raquel. But the problem is they got it back because of the fans. It's just embarrassing, man. It's a shame that he could get like. It's a shame that Triple H will respond to the backlash when it comes to Liv. But when it comes to AJ Styles and LA Knight, they ain't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like that. You feel me? It's not like that. And that's the part that I don't understand. Like, people need to sit down and actually think about this. Because think about it. Think about it, bro. Why is Liv? Because you gotta ask these questions, bro. Everybody don't want to ask questions, but we have to. Otherwise, we can't get nowhere with it. We have to ask questions. You guys cannot be scared to ask questions. All right, we have to ask these questions. Why is Liv Morgan? Oh my God. Why is Liv Morgan still supporting Dom? Why is Roxanne going after the women's world title? Why is Raquel not going after the title? And why is Finn and JD not putting Dom in his place? Well, I mean, they're starting to. Don't get me wrong, they're starting to. But it's still dry. That's the thing. It's still dry. And the reason why it's still dry is because you got to think about it, right? It's still dry. And the reason why I say it's still dry is because nobody's doing nothing. When is Finn Balor going to betray Dom? When is Raquel and Roxanne going to have their little disagreement? When is JD going to leave? If JD's not leaving, then okay, make him do something. Because I don't fuck with the fact that JD's not doing absolutely nothing, but I am glad that he's talking more. But it's like, so it takes Dominic Mysterio to be with El Grande in order for you to speak? Why the hell you didn't speak when Dominic Mysterio tried to replace you with Penta? That's what I'm saying. Like, where's the confrontation? We saw it last night, but what y'all gonna do next week? Y'all gonna be cool again? No. Okay? Dom, you need to walk by yourself. Now, like I said, when is Dom going to ask for help? Because right now he keep depending on El Grande, but we all know that El Grande might be going to take that belt. And if that happens, okay, so what's the deal, right? What's the deal? So the deal is what? El Grande is going to take the belt while everybody else gets nothing? Are you serious? El Grande, man. So you're telling me that El Grande is going to take the belt? Ludwig Kaiser get his first ever Intercontinental Championship for wearing a mask and changing the name. Wow. So he can't get the title by wearing him by himself. He can't get the title by being by himself. He got to dress like a Mexican in order for him to get the belt? Damn. This is the same thing with Chad Gable. Wins the Speed Championship just by dressing as a Mexican. Damn. Now it's a shame that nobody can't be themselves unless they be a different character. But at least with Naomi, when she changed, she's still like herself. It's just this time she's a heel. But damn, When she come back, ain't nobody gonna boo her like that. Because obviously she's trying to be a heel, but ain't nobody saying nothing. They ain't saying nothing, bro. So this is kind of strange. But only thing I could hope for is that only thing I can hope for, bro, is that I can just hope that we'll get change. But the only change I can think of is, you know, who's gonna be, what's gonna happen to the group. I don't know. I just know we need some drama in these storylines, right? When is JD and Finn gonna let Liv and Dom know what it is? When is Liv gonna let? I already know Liv is gonna confront Raquel, but Roxanne needs to say something. Okay, Roxanne needs to say something. Cause Roxanne, you letting Liv disrespect you. You need to fight back. And if she fight back, what you gonna do? Boo her? How you gonna boo Roxanne for standing up for herself? That's like booing Ricochet for getting back at Swerve for all the times that he bullied him, and y'all booing him. How you gonna boo Ricochet for standing up for himself against Swerve? He was getting bullied, and you're telling me that he's a bad guy because he stabbed him with some scissors? Well, it's the way he did it. No, he was getting his lick back, and you can't boo him for that. So boo Roxanne for standing up against Liv? Are you kidding me? And stand up and boo Roxanne? I mean, no, I'm sorry, not Roxanne, but boo Raquel for holding Liv Morgan down. And then as soon as Liv Morgan say you're not loyal, you boo her? What? To the point where Roxanne has to take matters in her own hands? What? Come on, dog. Who is really the enemy in the group? Who is really the enemy in the group? Is it really Finn Balor when he's been trying to get along with Dom for the past couple weeks? Ever since Liv Morgan been gone, they've been trying to get along, but Dom's ruining it because he's fucking around with El Grande when they don't realize that he might be the one to take the title. Come on, man. What if they do a fatal four-way? Think about it. What if they do a fatal four-way? What if they do a fatal four-way, right? We got Dom, we got Rusev, we got AJ Styles, we got El Grande. What if El Grande take that belt? What does Dom do in that situation? At that point, who do you trust? People warned you, bro. And you're gonna say fuck the group? Dude, you should have known. What the hell are you mad at them for? You should have known that bro was gonna take that title. See, this is why people don't compare you. See, this is why people don't look at you as a man. Because the reason why they don't look at you as a man is because a man's supposed to read the room. A man's supposed to be aware of that shit, man. And unfortunately, you haven't done none of that. You haven't read the room, bro. A man doesn't think, a man doesn't feel, a man knows. So you should have known that bro was gonna take your title. That you're not supposed to trust a man. And unfortunately, Dominic Mysterio don't know who to trust. But he trusts Liv. But how you gonna trust somebody that you can take advantage of? If Liv Morgan's that easy going, then I guess she's easy going, because I do believe that Dominic Mysterio will most likely betray her. He's gonna avoid her. He's gonna probably be. I don't know if he's gonna talk to Roxanne. I don't know, but but if they do start talking, and at that point, people gonna be looking at Liv and Dom like, are y'all really together like that? No, they're not together like that. They're going to be finished. They're going to be done, and then after that, it's a done deal. You feel me? You know what I mean? It's over. You got to accept the fact that it's over. And unfortunately, these Liv and Dom fans don't want it to be over, but unfortunately, it's going to happen. People, you know what I'm saying? People really think that Dom is not going to give her Roxanne, but I think he will, because he might look at Liv Morgan like, you know what, man, I really don't need you. The only reason I'm hooking up with Roxanne is because she needs help and I need help too. I want my titles back, and Roxanne wants a title too. So I'm going to help her win this belt, and you're going to go do your thing. And then you just hope that Liv Morgan will move on, because honestly, we all know TKO don't give a damn about telling stories. Look at the storylines now. What stories that have been told right now? Last night we didn't see absolutely nothing. Nothing. There's no change, right? The New Day still beefing with Penta, and of course AJ and CM Punk, they cut their promo with Becky and Seth, but whatever. Bayley is finally back, but what is she back for? To get back at Lyra? That's stupid. Because what the hell? Because think about it. What the fuck do we need to talk about with Bayley for? We've already discussed this. Bayley should not be in this position where she's no longer herself. I mean, she's really not herself if you think about it. I mean, you could say that's a story to tell, but what story to tell? That she's schizophrenic? That she has a split personality? I mean, good acting, but I don't know where we go from here. Why? Okay, you beefing with Lyra? Okay, cool. But can we do anything else besides? So this is me. Does this mean that Bayley's gonna come out and she's going to what? So basically, Bayley's gonna come out tonight and help Lyra. I mean, help Lyra's team win. I mean, I'm still thinking that Lyra's gonna take the pin, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think Rhea might pin somebody. I don't know who, but it could pin somebody. But damn, no Tiffany Stratton. It's gonna be so interesting when Liv Morgan comes back, because it's like, what story are we gonna tell? That Liv is the boss and everybody else are just just riding just going with the flow? No, Finn, I need you to say something. No, and Roxanne can say something, but it's like, who really go talk at this point? I need Raquel to say something. But that's why I said the group is not gonna get along, and the reason why it's not gonna get along is because Finn and Liv still got beef. Raquel and Liv might have beef. Roxanne's gonna, I don't know, man. Something's gonna change, because Roxanne really don't want to beef with nobody. Neither is JD. They all just trying to keep the group together, but everybody just saying fuck each other, right? Liv and Raquel saying fuck each other. Finn and Liv saying fuck each other. Dom and Roxanne are the only ones that are saying nothing, because it's like, look, I don't got no beef with y'all. What's wrong? You know what I'm saying? And then y'all share y'all thoughts, but if it don't match up, then it don't match. And that's why I said it's gonna cause a divide, and then Dom has to sit down and think, like, who should I side with? Should I side with Liv, or should I side with myself? Motherfucker, side with yourself. Side with yourself. Because if you side with yourself, you'll be better than ever. You already got your people, but until your people ain't rocking with you no more, now you're by yourself. Now your dad already letting you know what it is. But if you have Roxanne, you'll probably be all right. But you're thinking that, oh, well, Roxanne ain't doing much for Raquel, so what am I gonna do with her? Well, I don't know about that, because if Roxanne helped Raquel beat Lyra, it's just Raquel didn't help, it's just Raquel didn't help Lyra, it's just Raquel didn't help Roxanne beat Lyra. So it is what it is on that one. But at least Raquel got a dub. So with that being said, because Raquel beat Lyra, she deserves a women's world title shot. And she should get that title before Liv comes back. So that should be the model. And we can talk more about it, but I don't know where we go from here. Because I do want Dom versus Rusev. But then again, I do want AJ to get his title shot. But if El Grande take that belt, maybe it makes sense, because you gotta think about it. AJ has beef with El Grande for costing him the match. So if he take the belt, that's fine. But who's gonna team up with AJ to take down the El Grandes, right? Who's gonna take them down? Because we all know who's behind those masks. It's Taylor Breeze and Pete Dunne. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, who is going to compete to these men? Or is it going to be, I know Dragon Lee, I know AJ Styles, but who else? Finn Balor? Dominic Mysterio? JD? I don't want it to be Dom because I think the only way Dom would team up with them is if, is if he wants to get his title back, which I can see that. But I would rather for it to be Finn Balor because Finn and AJ, they have chemistry and Dom doesn't. So, but it'd just probably be like Trick Williams, right? Trick Williams have to team up with Javon Evans and Moose and Obafemi. So obviously, that gets in the way of things. But something comes up, right? So I don't know, man. I mean, it's a lot to take in, but something has to change. I don't know what, but something has to change, bro. But right now, WWE ain't changing nothing. They're teasing it, right? They're teasing it, but it's not executed. That's what I respect about AEW is that once a story is told, they execute it. You might not see that, but I see it. And that's why you guys need to sit down and be patient, because you're patient with WWE, but you're not patient with AEW. Well, AEW has stories told, and they're going to continue to tell these stories. What's the stories? I'll give you a story. The Don Callis family versus the main roster, right? Chris Stanlander in the Death Rider storyline. Of course, you have, Jamie Hayter and Declan. They have a little story going on. You might not see it, but it's coming. And then, of course, you got Danny and the Death Riders. That's part of it. You got the Hurt Syndicate and Ricochet. There you go. So, again, there's your plots right there. And then, of course, you got Max Caster. I think I said his name right. You got Matt Caster and Anthony Edwards. They have a storyline now. They have a storyline now. But because of Jerry. And then, of course, you got Edge and Christian and FTR. So there you go. So those are storylines right there. You got, so you also got Mercedes and Riho and Alex Windsor. So there you go. Their storylines right there. Everything else, look. WWE, their storylines is nowhere to go. Is not going nowhere. The only storylines we have now, and of course is the only storylines we have now. If you look at it, is just the Vision versus what, the Usos and CM Punk and LA Knight. That's it. That's all we got. And AJ Lee. That's all we got. And for and FYI for C-Jack to say that Division hasn't been anywhere near each other, they were near each other in the parking lot. They all walked in together. It's just Paul Heyman wasn't with them. But other than that, they still around each other. They just not together when they're in the ring. But they were together when they were in the parking lot though. So did I watch the segment? I did not watch it, but I'll probably watch it when I get off, because I did watch the segment on Twitter, but I only saw the part where CM Punk and Seth Rollins was chasing each other, and then AJ Lee got rock bottomed by Becky Lynch, and then Becky Lynch slapped CM Punk. I don't respect that because he has the right to fight back, but because the old CM Punk would have hit her with a GTA. No, I'm sorry, not GTA, GTS. You know what I'm saying? He would have done it. He did it to Beth Phoenix, so he should do it to her. But because WWE is corporate now, they can't do that no more. But AEW can though. See, if CM Punk was still in AEW, he could still do that to women, right? But he can't do that. He can't do that in WWE. He's not doing no touching. And that's a damn shame, because what do we, I feel bad for the men, bro. I really do. WWE is just soft. But they also suck at storytelling, so there you go. But anyway, alright, y'all comment down below and share me y'all thoughts. What do you guys think, man? Do you think the Judgment Day is in the process of splitting? Because I think that I think their drama is gonna continue to go, and it's mainly because, you know, again, I don't want to hear that family shit when Liv Morgan comes back. I don't want to hear that family shit. There is no family. You guys ain't blood. Okay? Maybe Dom and Raquel and Roxanne are blood, but not the white people. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not blood. So it's just like, fuck that family shit. Fuck that family shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that family shit. There is no family. But y'all comment down below and let me know. But share me your thoughts down below about all this going on Raw. Get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share if you know. Oh, and by the way, if you hear some noise in the background, I apologize. I'm getting my brakes done. My front brakes is giving out, so I'm about to go to the shop and get an estimate, and that way I can figure out what to do, because times is hard, man. So I apologize for the noise, but if y'all bear through the video, I appreciate your patience. But I'm about to head to the shop right now, so like I said, I apologize for the noise, but I'm about to get my brakes done. So just want to let y'all know. But y'all get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share if you're new. I'm gonna try to go live for the NXT review. If I don't, I'll do it in the morning. Make a video in the morning. But I'll see y'all. But I'll catch y'all later. All right. I'm out.